Welcome back, y'all. This is now the read-along of... I'm trying to think of the name of it, hold on. Okay, well, I don't know. I'm gonna have to open the book and find out. That's sad. That's really sad because I've leaked it so many times. Ah, yes. It's finally time. It's not Elf Island, which is my fantasy anime manga. No, this is called Shy Girl. Welcome to that read-along. Also, there's gonna be weapons, violence, and gore in here, so... The main weapon that they use, kind of, it's a 44 Magnum. Yeah, that's right, baby. A 44 Magnum. Which, this ain't really a long one. I've already read it to my dad, and he thought it was awesome. This is my latest horror manga. I really hope you guys enjoy it. I should be able to cover it in one video. And then I'll kind of be doing an act sequence at the end. Alright, here we go. Welcome, everyone, to Shy Girl. Boom. Alright, it's time. Okay, my cat's weird. It is time, everyone, for this read-along that should be able to be covered in one video. So, without further ado, let's begin. And Kitty is in my room now, so he's weird. Anyways, Season 1, Shy Girl, Ashley Torrance of Rage. Chapter 1, The New Kid at School. Okay, my first day at this town, but they all say that the school is huge. Let's see it, shall we? Said Ashley Torrance, a sexy 14-year-old girl with black hair, white normal skin, green eyes, wears a brown bow on her black hair. She has a blue shirt, black pants, and gray shoes, and has a very shy attitude or personality. But, my cat's tickling me, but as Ashley went to her new school in Shunji Palo, the school is called Fansei High. As Ashley saw the school name on the school gate, she said, Fansei High, huh? This is the school. From the look of it, this school is a 5-story high school. Well, as a student, I must go inside and introduce myself, said Ashley, as the teacher was standing outside the first classroom. Teacher named Miss Pally introduced her to the class. As everyone looked at her, "Go on. Tell us your name and what you like to do," said Miss Pally, as she sat down. "My name is Ashley Torrance, and I don't do much other than just work and read. That's all, and I'm very shy," I think she says after that. "So when I say that, you can count on it," said Ashley as she was done talking. "Okay, is that all, Ashley?" "Yes, Miss Pally, it is." "Okay then, you can sit right over there by that window," said Miss Pally, as that window she sat next to was on the first floor. Ashley sat down, but as Miss Pally said that love is a thing at the school, Ashley looked down at her desk, as her green eyes turned red, as she had a smile of a killer, but she snapped out of it She had a look of shock with her green eyes as she held her head and said, "What was that feeling just now?" 10:01 a.m. School hall, first floor. As everyone looked at Ashley in fear, they saw her with a hellish smile as her green eyes turned red. She chuckled very slowly as she walked very slowly. Yeah, his green eyes turned red, her shoes turned black, her shirt turned black, and her pants turned black too. And hi, kitty. What does he want from me, honestly? Ow, bad kitty. Why do you like to bite, you little shit? Anyways, her clothes turned all black. So, she went out the door and she looked up to the sky laughing as her eyes turned green. She had her eyes turn green again. She looked at everyone in the hall in the school and then went home. 6:01 a.m. the next day. I fan say hi and get out of here, kid. You can't be here right now. Huh, why is everyone scared of me? I don't get that. Hey, I don't know how to say this properly, but can you be my lover? Anyone, said Ashley Torrance, as everyone said, no! She sat down in her seat as she zipped her black boots and buttoned her white striped shirt and combed her long black hair. But when she put the comb in her white striped pants, she heard a voice inside of her head as she smiled insanely. Do you feel sad, Ashley? I can give you my soul, but in public you'll be known as to feel evil, but known as Ashley. But kill your victims at home when you take them by surprise. You understood? Said Lon Torrance as they both smiled. But as both Ashley and Lon Torrance were in control of the body, Ashley smiled with an insane face as her green eyes turned red, and she said in a soft voice, thanks to her, we are Ashley Lon Torrance, the killer, said Ashley Lon Torrance, the killer, in a soft voice so no one could hear her. Ashley went down a path of rage, hate, and darkness. Ashley was now Lon Torrance, the killer. It's chapter 1 done. Oh yeah, I should say that there are 10 chapters in all for this story. So grab some popcorn or some shit and be on your way. Okay, chapter 2. Ashley Lon Torrance, the killer, takes action. Huh. Thompson, is that you? If that is you, I will show you a cool thing, said Ashley Lon Torrance, the killer, as she went into the shadows. Where's that girl, huh? Oh shit! Vroom, screamed Lon Torrance as he got hit in the head, but soon woke up in a chair that he was tied to, as he saw dead bodies on the floor and blood on the walls, along with all kinds of saws attached to hooks on the ceiling. He was in a basement of hell at the Torrance residence. I can't move. My body. Why is that? Is that you, Ashley? Why am I here? Said Thompson as Ashley turned around. Thompson saw her red eyes. She had a circular saw in her left hand. As she walked to Thompson, who is Ashley Lon Torrance, the killer, and of tonight, no one will remember you. screamed Lon Torrance, the killer, and chopped off Thompson's head. She erased Ashley from her body, but still had the human body of Ashley. She is now known as Lon Torrance, the killer, but in public she is known as Ashley. 10 hours later, at Bill Punder's house. Huh. Oh, hi, Rachel. Why are you here with Ashley? Wait. Why is there blood on you? Said Bill, as his eyes shake in fear. He grabbed his chest from under his white button shirt as he put his gun in his long black pants. The blinked his blue eyes as he rubbed his brown hair and put on his black shoes. Lon Torrance, well drugged Rachel and Bill. A few hours later passed since that time. Both Bill and Rachel were tied up to chairs, unable to move in the basement. Bill still had on his white buttoned shirt and his long black pants, and his eyes were shaking really bad. But as he opened them, he saw something very bad. Rachel was tied up, except Rachel's clothes were all gone. All that was left was her thong and her bra. She opened her pink eyes as her purple hair was cut so short. Ah, you two are awake. Good. That is good. Now then, said Lon Torrance, the killer, as she revved up a chainsaw. Chapter 2 done. Now, as you can kind of guess, the whole premise of the story is basically like, well, actually no, I won't tell you. That's for you guys to decide and to check out. Anyways, Chapter 3, Lon Torrance, the killer, final act of murder. Why are you doing this, Ashley? Huh? Why are you? Said Rachel as Lon Torrance cut her slowly with a big knife. As Rachel was now tapped to the, or I should say, as she was strapped to the chair, Lon Torrance said, Huh, Bill, why are you not helping? Oh, wait. Because you can't. Here's the finger, bitches. Also, Lon Torrance, the killer, said Lon Torrance as she bent her head down, then raised her head up as she put a tie on her white shirt, and then took a switchblade out of her left pocket. God damn it. God. Shindayu. Now where was I? Her white pocket. Yeah, it took a switchblade out of her white pocket. And it was on her black pants. As her eyes turned completely red, she walked to Rachel with her black shoes as she brushed her black hair back. Oh, no, stay away, get away from me, don't touch me, stop, screamed Rachel as Lon Torrance cut her very bad with the switchblade knife. Now that you're out of it, I'm gonna kill Billy, huh? Where is he? Come out and face God. Me! Said Lon Torrance as she turned around. And she saw Billy with a cross-cut saw. You know those saws that you cut pieces of wood and shit? Yeah. Anyways. The saw as he attacked Lon Torrance. Lon Torrance attacked Billy with the switchblade, but as Billy fell to the ground, as Lon Torrance hovered over him, she had a smile of horror as her red eyes stared at Billy. So basically, this part plays out like this. You're gonna get it, Billy boy. I'm God, Billy. You should have not messed with me. You should have not said no. Now, you will get it. For me, said Lon Torrance as Rachel shot her as she dropped the pistol, meaning Rachel dropped the pistol because she was out of it. As Rachel dropped the pistol, her mind was losing it from the cuts she got. Rachel was traumatized, but as Lon Torrance fell backwards dead off of Billy, he stood up and looked at Rachel, and they both walked out of here. They both walked out of the house 2 days later since that night. Hey, Rachel, huh? So many scars. You okay? Said Billy as Lon Torrance had entered Rachel's soul. Can I see your metal bat? That is a nice metal bat, thanks. Now, this part can get pretty gruesome. So, she said, that's a nice metal bat, thanks. And she fucking hits him in the head. Boom. Said Rachel as she killed Billy with his bat. As she killed Billy, she kneeled down on all fours as she looked at herself in a mirror. On all fours, her eyes turned completely red as her short hair turned purple. And then turned black as her shirt turned black, her pants turned black, and her shoes turned all black. Alright. She stood up as she was the only one at school who could see a black shadow with red eyes. It was the soul of Lon Torrance. As Rachel said, "You are my soul, my body is you together. We're a rewritten soul named Rachel Torrance. We will change this world. We are God," said Rachel as she became Rachel Torrance with the evil soul of a killer. She walked to the school slowly with a smile of a killer. I'm God, the evil God, known as Rachel Torrance, the killer. I'm a rewritten God now, said Rachel Torrance as the killer was inside of her body. As I chuckled with my glaring eyes staring at the sky. I was an evil God rewritten, a killer. I'm Rachel Torrance rewritten. Chapter 3, Season 1 done. Alright. That's Season 1. I have to check the time on the video real quick. Not bad, okay. Now, I'm going to show you guys, before we move on to Season 2, what happened to Billy. I mean, you know that she killed him with his bat, so I'm going to show you guys in live action what that part looked like. Also, there's probably going to be some different lines to it, but who cares? Now, I have to turn off that fan because my pages keep blowing back. So sorry about that. Now, since I am doing this part, I have a bat over here that I can actually use to show this part. Batter up. I'm going to try to play 2 roles at once. But that can be kind of hard. I don't know if you guys can see me, but I'm guessing you can. Hey, Billy, can I see that bat? Yeah, here you go. Oh, that's a good bat. Thanks. And then he's just dead there, and she gets on all fours, so basically now it looks like this. Ugh. Huh? A shadow that I can only see. Well, I guess my body is part of you now. Well, you are me, I am you. Our bodies are combined. Well, how do you say we make a deal now? I pretend to be good, and you, a rewritten God, will obey me as I obey you. I am a rewritten God of not only hell, but time itself. Now, I will accept me to be God as my journey continues into this world. I will be justice. So that's what that part looks like in live action. I just cracked my leg. Oh, that hurt. No. Oh my God, that hurt. Okay, Shy Girl 2, or I should say Season 2. Rachel Torrance, a killer as a rewritten god of evil. Chapter 4, evil rewritten god of a killer. I'm home. Mom, Dad, you here? Guess not, because I killed them. Now as I have this darkness in me, I can see everyone's soul as I will be a new God. Me! Yes, everyone will bow to me. I'm God. This power, screamed Rachel as she looked up at her bedroom wall. As she screamed, standing still, as her eyes turned gray and her hair turned blue. As her shirt turned into a white button shirt, along with her pants turning gray with white stripes, and her shoes turning orange. Rachel was in control of her body now, but as she might have been looking up at her bedroom wall, she held her head in pain, still looking at the wall. Facing her head up, she cried, and she started to have her head hurt in pain. No! As Rachel fell unconscious on her bedroom floor, she was knocked out until the next day. Okay. Ouch. My head. I can't remember anything. Of last night, that is. Well, it seems I'm at the place. Blue Mall Street. Well, this is the place. Shunji Polo Strip Club. My new work, right? I might be 17, but weirdly enough, they take in teenagers like me, said Rachel as she saw a 16-year-old girl named Roxy. Her stripper code name was Bunny. She wore a white sparkly bunny mask, a pink bra, and pink shoes with blue hair and green eyes, with black teeth and gold stars on her right cheek. Now, the black teeth meaning that stuff that you wear, like, when you're doing, like, the school holy crap thing of WWE. Yeah. So she still has her normal teeth. Just saying. Anyways, her right cheek. As Rachel stepped back, she had a concerned look on her face. Meaning she stepped back, yes, but she was like... Two guards knocked out Rachel and took her in as she woke up in a chair. As my life job was hard, I was about to have a job of a stripper with a code name called Sexy Cat. However, I won't lose track of my goal of being a god of the world. I'm half Lon Torrance, I'm half Rachel Torrance, a 17-year-old girl. I'm still in control of my body. Chapter 4 done. Chapter 5. Rachel in control of her body, working as a teenage stripper. So, who are you? Huh? Who put my blue hair in a bun? It's very impressive, I'll give you that. And these long black gloves, and this pink dress, and pink shoes, these gray shorts, said Rachel as she checked herself in a mirror. She had blue stars on her left cheek and a word on her right cheek in blue that spelled the word sexy. But as a guard handed Rachel a cat mask with gems on it and gray fur, she put on the mask and talked to Roxy, codename Bunny. Oh, hi. Sexy Cat, right? That's your code name here. Why don't you talk that much? 'Cause, trust me, talking, that's a major part here, said Roxy as Rachel put on her black teeth over her normal teeth. As Roxy went to the strip pole, Rachel was assigned to go to a room of lesbians. Huh. Well, hi there. My name is Sexy Cat, and how can I be of service for you guys this evening? Said Rachel as her eyes turned red with a smile as she summoned her bat with a saw attached to it. Rachel's body was in control of Ashley Torrance's soul rewritten. Okay, this part can be kinda gruesome, so I'm just gonna warn you now. Why the hell you got scared faces? I'm gonna chop all of you up now, and we'll be God. Be a God. Be a rewritten God, screamed Rachel A. Torrance as she sliced up all of the girls in the room. As she snapped back too, she put her bat in her backpack. Rachel had her gray eyes back, and Rachel was in control of her body. She ran home in a panic out of the window in that room. She was in her house now, 2:30 p.m. at Rachel's house in the bathroom. As Rachel took off her mask and her black teeth over her normal teeth and her entire stripper outfit, she unbundled her blue hair and took a shower. I need you to get out of my body. Now, Ashley, said Rachel as Ashley's soul went out of Rachel's mouth. Rachel was normal. She saw a girl with brown short hair, normal white skin, and complete red eyes. Meaning that her eyes weren't like white and normal color. Like, I'm saying completely, like if your eyes were covered like all bright red. Anyways, with a black suit and a tie and black shoes and long black pants and a white shirt. This was Ashley, aka Rewritten God of Evil. Huh. I've got to go now. After all, I'm evil God, said the rewritten God of evil as she disappeared. So Rachel saw a girl with blue eyes and clear white teeth with white skin of a person with no clothes on, but as Rachel had no clothes on either, Rachel saw this girl was Roxy, and Roxy saw this girl was Rachel. So for an hour or so, they had sex. They soon put on clothes. Roxy was wearing a black hat over her blue hair. She put on a tan shirt and gray shoes and gray pants. Rachel put on a pink bow on her blue hair and glasses over her gray eyes and a tan shirt and blue pants and gray shoes. They talked for a minute. I'm gonna stop this girl named Ashley, or the rewritten God as she calls herself. She possessed my body and used me to kill others. She's not in me no more, though. We have to stop her. Are you coming? Said Rachel. Yes, I am. We'll work together, said Roxy, as they both heard a noise coming from a secret basement invented in the walls. They uncovered the way and went to go to the basement, or the secret basement. That's chapter 5 done. There's not many left, honestly, but this chapter will finish off season 2. Chapter 6, The Rewritten God of Evil versus Roxy and Rachel basement fight. Did you hear that, Roxy? Like a scream. Huh, said Rachel as she saw a secret basement. But she realized Roxy was knocked out as Rachel saw Roxy going down the basement steps. But as Rachel got shot in her shoulder, something kicked her down the steps as Rachel bled out of her right shoulder. Her eyes closed as she was knocked out. 10:17 p.m. Secret basement of hell. So basically, when she was knocked out, she saw Roxy going down the steps, and she had a face like this. And then what she hears is this. And then she falls down the steps like this. And then she goes trembling down the steps. So when she puts her hands like that. Anyways, we continue from here. Huh? You're awake. Now, I need you to kill again for me, you loser, said Ashley as the evil was still bound to her mind. She was no longer Ashley, or Ashley Torrance. She was just the rewritten God, with full red eyes, brown short hair, white human skin, and black shoes and a human body, with black pants and a black shirt. She had lost it, but as Roxy woke up, she saw Rachel and the rewritten God talking. Ask me this. Do you want to be God still? Well, go on. Answer me, you fuck no. Answer, said Rachel as she grabbed a knife and threw it to Roxy so that Roxy could be free from the tape that she was taped to the chair. She got free and she stood up, seeing Rachel was hit by the rewritten God. As they began to fight, they stopped messing with a book. Stop messing with me! Messing with me! I am a rewritten God! Said the rewritten God as she got punched on the face and spat blood out from her mouth as Roxy kicked her to the ground. Good job, Roxy. Now, Stop playing God. But you're not a good person anymore. You think you're a good person, but you're not. You're evil and not God. I'm ending this, said Rachel, as Roxy picked up a .44 Magnum off of a table. But Roxy saw the rewritten God bite off Rachel's index finger and then split her belly open as she spit the finger 3 feet away from her to the right, off her right hand. With a big knife is what she used to split her belly open. Anyways, the rewritten God heard Roxy with a magnum. As Rachel screamed, Roxy went over to look. With a creepy chuckle, Rachel had fell backwards with full blue eyes dead. Huh? Rachel, no! You prick. Die! Die, I say! Enter your death now! And anyways, but as the rewritten God was shot in the head, she blew off her entire left arm. The rewritten God's blood was everywhere. Bitch, do you know who I am? Said the rewritten God as Roxy shot her in the head again. As the rewritten God fell flat on her face, she was dead. I have not broken the cycle yet with this book of a suicide death. I will. Oh shit, Roxy said as she got taken to jail, but she confessed that the deaths weren't her fault. So she was sent to Hapajo prison, 2-hour drive away out of Suji. Our story begin to continue at Hapajo Town 3 months and 6 years later. Chapter 6, Season 2 done. Okay. This is my favorite season. Shy Girl 3rd. Lies, Suicide Death Book of Death, All Deaths Reversed. Chapter 7. John and Amber find a powerful Suicide of Death book. Come on, you weak piece of crap. I'm just gonna keep slamming you on my knees, said Gardner, a 19-year-old boy who bullies John M. Grantner. Or, I should say, John Martin Gramner. Gardner slammed John on his knee until blood came out his mouth. They left John on the courtyard school ground. As they entered the school with his friends. But John was still on the school courtyard ground. John was only 16 with brown hair, blonde eyes, a brown pocket shirt, like you know, those shirts that have pockets on the side, and gray pants and white shoes and normal white skin. As I had shut my eyes very hard and rolled on my back, holding my guts in pain, had opened my eyes and saw a slim-looking girl with a smile. She held her hand out as I reached for her. She had very nice blue eyes of glimmering. Her green hair, a tan shirt, with gray pants and black shoes with black lipstick and black fingernails, with blue painted star on her left cheek and a black painted moon on her right cheek. But as I held out my hand, she helped me stand up. But I had to ask, "Who are you?" "I thank you, but..." Do you go to this school? Said John as his gut had blood on it. As it spilled out blood from his gut, he saw the girl say, I'm Amber. Amber A. Joy. Or Amber Allison Joy. I'm also 15, and as I'm gonna begin to start being your friend, I'm gonna take you to a doctor, said Amber as John passed out. She dragged him to the school's doctor's office. 1205, Hopper Joe High School, doctor's office. Thanks for helping him. Huh? No, you're welcome? Wait, what's this notebook here? Such power drawing me towards it, said Amber as she picked it up. A notebook called the Suicide Death Book. As Amber touched the book, she kneeled down in pain. As her eyes turned full white, she screamed as her head was in pain. I've been reborn in a teenager's body. Damn it, said reborn Roxy as she stood up and saw a dead nurse as John sat up on the side of the bed with his head facing the floor. As he cried, he put the pistol in his pocket. As he stood up, he looked at Amber as she saw everything, as she was in control of her body. Shit. No. What did I do? I can't do this. Mom! Tell me what to do, please. Or are you still in control, Amber? Said John as his blonde eyes turned full black. It's me, John. What's wrong with your eyes? Please, tell me what's wrong, said Amber as her eyes turned full black with red as John got his red color too. No time to talk, son. We have to go now. Use that book to help us escape, said John as his eyes turned red and then back to blonde. As they jumped out of a window, Amber used her blue pen as her eyes turned back to blue. As her mind was at 79% of madness, she used the Suicide Death Book to kill everyone by stabbing themselves in the chest. As John looked at her with an evil smile, he looked up at all the bottom and top windows, basically like this. And then what he saw was on the school windows that blood splattered all over them. As they both stood up and ran, Amber put the pen and Suicide Death Book in her backpack as they ran to John's house. He locked the front door. As they ran upstairs, they both ran into his room. As they locked the door, as they sat on the front floor, thinking it was all over, but it wasn't. Chapter 7 done. Basically, there's 3 more chapters left of this story. I'm gonna go ahead and check time on the video real quick. Okay, nice. Alright. I want to thank you guys so much for watching thus far, because it's not done yet. It's not done. So, let's continue, shall we? Alright. I'm gonna try to be acting out what John does and stuff, you know. But I am really glad you guys are probably watching this. Let's get back to it. I think I'm gonna go do something right quick though. So, I will be back. Take this time as a little commercial break. Okay, guys, I am back. I'm back. Sorry I took so long. Let's get back to it, yeah? Alright, now, this is Chapter 8. Let's get into it. Okay, alright, big boom, big shock man's not hot. If you ask me, this story is a masterpiece. This is Chapter 8. Amber/Roxy uses the death book as her mind is at 109% of madness. Mom, how are you alive through Amber's body? Said John, as Amber's blue eyes turned fully black with red. Roxy was in control. Oh, John, I'm not really alive. You see, as I went to prison, I hung myself in jail. As my soul got sucked into that book, I wrote how I was gonna die in the suicide death book, and it happened. Just don't use that book for every problem, or you'll lose your mind, said Reborn Roxy as John heard a ring from his door. As he opened his bedroom door, Amber's eyes turned fully white with red. She was in control of her body now. However, Roxy was still there, but Amber lost her mind. As she got out of the door and looked down the steps, she got out her pen and opened the suicide death book. And John had opened the front door and saw Gardner, feeling bad, so he said sorry. John, hey man, I just want to say, I feel bad for what I did. Can I come in? Said Gardner as Amber watched them from up the stairs. She wrote down Gardner's name, then giggled. Huh? Amber? What's so funny? What's so funny, Amber? Just look! As Amber pointed, I turned around and saw Gardner get hit by a taxi in the road as he splattered into blood. When I ran to save him, my left hand got hit by a part of the car. Wait! Ah! As I tried to save him, when my left hand got hit by a part of the car, then that's when it happened. That's when he died. He got splattered into blood as I fell on the side of the road. I screamed in fear. Ah! 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 Fuck! Amber! Get away from that book! Now! Get away from that damned book! Said John as he pulled out his gun, then ran inside and locked his front door, and ran upstairs as Amber's mind was taken by the book, by this awful book. No! What have you done, Amber? Me? I've killed everyone on this street. It's my book, John. John, it's mine. My little death book. Said Amber as she lost it with an evil smile as John kicked her to the ground. He grabbed the suicide death book as he dropped his gun. So basically, before I continue in the story, I'm going to show you what that looks like. When I describe him as kicking Amber, I mean, he kicks her in the head like this. So I'm just going to grab a random notebook out of my bin right there so I can do this part. For instance, I'm going to use this pink book. So what happens here, I'm going to show it in live action, but I'm going to be playing the role as John. So she's right there for pretend, and he runs like... Alright. Now I'm in control of everything. It's only a matter of time before everyone dies. Yes. I'm a write down everyone's name. Huh? My head just hit against my desk. Thanks, Amber, for getting me out of that mindful book. Alright, what should we do with this book? I say we have to destroy it, John. We have to. No, we can't do that. How are we gonna do that? We have to put it somewhere that's safe, somewhere that it won't be able to harm us. I have a safe downstairs. Come on. Alright, now I'm going to continue the manga read along. So that insane part that you saw me acting out, keep that in mind for a minute. Okay. Alright, so John kicked her to the ground. He grabbed the suicide death book. As he dropped his gun, he written 89 names of people in the book. He had an evil face with full red eyes as Amber's eyes turned back to blue. She was normal, but she saw John stand up as he was crying and giggling with evil. So Amber punched John as he fell to the floor. But he also did this. So he fell to the floor with his pen and his left hand that he hit against his desk, along with his head against his desk. As the suicide death book flew out of his right hand over to his door across from them, 12 meters away. Thanks for freeing me from that madness of that awful book, Amber, said John as he stood up. Same here, John. We need to put that book away, said Amber as John nodded. So they put it in a safe for now. But the nightmare wasn't over until that book was destroyed. As of 2 p.m. in the morning the next day, I asked Amber where her family was. I needed to know. Chapter 8 done. Chapter 9, Amber's violent past. Huh? You're asking for a really awful story of my past. It's okay if you don't want to say it. No. You want to know that, man? You're asking for a mind fuck. Well then, sit down, said Amber as they sat down at the living room table. She told him everything. 6 years earlier, at a abusive house, 9-year-old Amber was always wearing a yellow shirt, blue pair of shorts, and socks. She was badly abused. Hey, Amber! Get over here now, said Panner, as Amber hid in her closet. Panner is Amber's abusive real father. So anyway, she hid in her closet with her left eye closed. With her left eye closed shut. Basically, she couldn't open it. That's how bad she was abused. As she opened the closet, she saw Derek, her 12-year-old abusive brother. So she snuck up and killed him. Huh, he's not moving. Good, huh? As 9-year-old Amber was thrown outside from her killing her brother. She was caught by her dad as she was thrown outside. She was thrown in the rain into a pig pen in the black, thick mud. But she found a lighter and was out of it. The muddy pig pen was messing with her mind as she found a hole in the gate for the pig pen. She went out of the fence. She was covered all in black mud and leaves on her hair all over. Well, except for the leaves, but she was completely covered in mud. No one could see her outside. So she did a thing that she thought was right. Huh, I'm gonna burn down this house. Now, I love that idea. Burning down this house, said 9-year-old Amber as she burnt the house down completely. Present day. I'm sorry if that made you sad, John, huh? Are you okay? Said Amber as John cried and hugged her. I'm sorry. Happened to you. I swear, I'll kill him. I'll kill them all, said John in rage as they went to sleep. So before I continue, I'm going to show you what that part looks like in live action for John. I'm sorry if that messed with you. Basically, I'm trying to hug Amber as she sits right here. I swear, I'll kill them all. I'll make it so nothing bad will happen to you again. Alright, so now it continues with this. So, as they went to sleep, John couldn't sleep, so he replayed that story in his head. Amber was asleep, but he replayed that awful story to get revenge for when Amber was tortured and abused and thrown into a black muddy pig pen that drove her to burn the house down. John was full of anger and rage and trauma as his blonde eyes turned full red. He got the suicide death book. As Amber was still asleep, he wrote down the Panner's names and also including Panner. He wrote his name down to shoot himself. He looked at his phone, and as of 2 p.m., Panner was dead. So John put his pen and the suicide death book away in the safe as his eyes turned blonde again. John went to sleep with a smile of happiness. Chapter 9 done. So this is the final chapter right here. But I'm going to show you what that looked like in live action. You see, John is a nice anime character that I've made up. I'm probably going to have to tilt the phone this way. Yeah, there we go. That's better. So, he went to get the book out the safe, but as you know, John's a nice anime character that I made and he cares about everyone. The live action version of him, however, is the start. So he got the book out and he opened it. And then, since I'm recording with my phone, I can't really look at it, but he wrote the name down with a smile. He's like, yeah, that should be good. I'm gonna pretend this is my phone. Yes, he's dead, but must write more down. Alright, so now that part's done, here comes a traumatizing part. You see, I know John is a great character, but he plays a huge role in the story. Which begins now. Chapter 10. Final. The death book takes over Amber as John reverses all deaths. Are you okay? Why are we here in this basement? Said John as he combed his brown hair and checked his watch, then rubbed his blonde eyes as he was very tired. He was wearing a white shirt and black suit over it, and black pants and black shoes as he saw Amber holding suicide death book in her left hand as her hair turned black and short. She was wearing a black shirt and brown pants and black boots. And as her eyes turned fully red, as Amber faced him holding the death book, she smiled. Damn it! Let go of that book! Let go of that damn book, please! No one else has to die. Don't make me do this. Please, said John as Amber told him. This world is fucked anyway. Too bad. You can shoot 'cause Mommy's gone now. I erased her from my mind. And now, I'm gonna erase you, John. I'm gonna erase you really bad. As Amber got out the pen and opened the book, John screamed as what she said that. As John screamed, "No!" Ah! So basically, bang bang. In the next page. Blah! Why did you do that? Why did you make me shoot your hand? Now, it's because that book is mine. Yes, said John as his eyes turned full red. Okay, before we continue, basically, I'm going to leave off from that part where John shoots her. And basically, because the book is dropped, I'm just going to put it right here, along with the pen. Why did you make me do that? Why? Because this book is mine now. Yes, this book, it is mine now. And I will surpass you with this book. I can do anything. Yes. Yes, I can do anything now. Oh, goddamn, I couldn't bite it open. I can do anything now. Yes. Now I'm gonna write your fucking name down. Alright, so basically now I need to get my watch ready because I have a watch. Holy shit, this is brand new. Wow. There we go. So now I'm going to get this notebook again, but I'm going to leave it over here this time. Enjoy watching me open this damn watch. Okay. Back to the story for a minute. Honestly, comment down below how you guys open a watch. This shit's harder than it looks. Well, I guess that's what they say about watch tags. Oh, I think I found it. Oh, hell yeah. No, I didn't find it, guys. I did not find it. Honestly, the watch is important for this part. Come on. Open this damn watch. Oh, you know what? I think we need to advance the story. So anyways, I'm just going to do where we left off. Blah, why did you make me shoot you? Shoot your hand. Because now, that book is mine now. Yes, yes it is, said John as his eyes turned full red as he picked up the pen and the book covered in blood. As he was full of evil, he was full of laughter as well. As Amber was normal, her eyes turned blue. As she fell to the floor in the basement on her ass, she crawled to a bench with a pistol and told John to forgive her. Huh? About what? Huh? Oh shit! Ah! Said John as he screamed as he dropped the pen on the floor next to his foot. But the suicide death book had flung out of his hand, of his left hand, that is, by force, as his left arm was shot. His watch was shot off of him as it broke off of his left wrist. As he held his left shoulder in pain, in such pain, he insulted Amber. Ah, you know who I am? I'm John. Wait, no, don't shoot. Ah. As John was shot in his right hand, in his right arm as well. His right arm had flung up in the air as he was shot in the left shoulder again. His arm flung up by force in the air as he was shot in the right kneecap. His right leg went forcefully behind him as he bent down and spun in a circle as he shook his head, in pain, that is, and closed his eyes as he landed flat on his face on the ground really hard. His right kneecap was bleeding very bad. His left shoulder was bleeding bad. And his right hand had a hole in it, bleeding very bad. And along with his wrist was bleeding from the watch shards cutting him in the wrist. But as he faced up his face, from his head that is, he had his nose bleeding. He saw Amber was out of ammo. He was back to normal in pain. He saw the gun he dropped was a .44 Magnum. He raised his left arm on the Magnum as he aimed it at Amber and shot her in the head, then dropped the Magnum. He grabbed the pen as he was thrusting himself to the book at the stairway. Once he got there, he opened the book with his left hand as he could not move his right arm. He couldn't get up from the ground, so he used the book one last time. He took out his pen. As it turned blue, he wrote his name down. John Martin Grantner. As he quickly found Amber's later, he lit the book on fire as his name was in red. The book was lit on fire, and the fire went from the blood that John had traced to the steps. But he screamed as his blood burnt, and as he burnt along with the blood. Ah! 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 Oh. John had burnt alive. His head faced to the right. John had died on the floor as the book burned to make everyone who died was alive again. 2 months later. So this is John, huh? And you're Roxy and Rachel, right? Said Ashley as they were all in a graveyard. It was raining. They all had black suits and gray pants with black shoes. Rachel had blue eyes and blue hair. Roxy had pink hair and gray eyes. Ashley had green eyes and blue hair. And Amber had blue eyes and black hair, with a blue painted moon on her left cheek and a orange stairway and an orange painted star on her right cheek. But all 4 of them went to a police station by force. I'm sorry, officer, but I don't know anything about John Martin Grantner, said Rachel. I don't either. Not at all, said Ashley. Me too, officer, said Roxy. I do. I know he was a good person. He was nice. He was kind. I told him when I was 9, I was abused, and at night in the rain, thrown into a pig pen full of black mud. full of cold black mud that I got covered in. And he felt sorry for me, but I can't remember the rest of it, said Amber as she shuddered tears out of her eyes, or shedded tears out of her blue eyes, as both the cop and Roxy and Ashley and Rachel were disturbed of what happened to Amber and of what she said. Chapter 10, Season 3, full story of Shy Girl anime manga done. Rated R for death, gore, language, decapitation, sex, and violence. 2022 anime manga by John Paulman, which is my writer name. Okay. Now I'm gonna check the video time. Oh, goodness. Okay. Well, for this last part, I'm going ahead to play as John, but what I'm going to do is the watch is already shot off of me, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do this, I guess. Oh, damn. Okay. Hello. It's very loose. Okay. So, what's going to happen here is that I'm going to pick up the pen in the book as he dropped it. So, now he's writing this. Yes. Yes. This is good. Now I'm going to destroy, Why did you shoot me? Don't you know who I am? I'm John. No. Why did you make me do this? The book. I need the book. Now I need room to write. I will save this world by killing myself. Damn it. Can't move my arm anymore. Alright. This is it. I will end this curse. God damn it. Now, the only way to destroy this book. Light it on fire. Oh God. The blood that's a little. And that's how he dies in live action. So, as you already know, the world is saved. And John is dead. So what I'm going to do now is, I'm going to do this right quick. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this anime, along with the short live action clips. But only time will tell. Yes, it will. Only time can tell. So kids, remember one thing that we've learned today. Don't get too angry. Do not try to play God, importantly. And thirdly, subscribe, hit that like button, and that bell icon on the right. And I'll see you guys in the next one. This video has been Shy Girl, the complete manga, in only one day. An hour long. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Peace.